When you find yourself jumping off a building, this dream can be both scary and surprising. The act of jumping usually reflects a desire to take a risk, take a step into the unknown, or escape from an old situation. So, what does this dream whisper to us from our subconscious? How do different beliefs and ancient teachings interpret the meanings behind this brave or scary action? Let's delve deeper into this interesting dream. In Islamic dream interpretations, jumping off a building is often associated with the desire to make a big change in life, taking a risk, escaping a situation, or leaving a problem behind. If you land safely on the ground after jumping, it can indicate that the risk you will take or the change you will make will have positive results. However, getting hurt or dying while jumping can be a warning that the risk you will take will have negative results, or that you will make a mistake. Sometimes this dream can also symbolize the person's desire to abandon worldly affairs and turn to the afterlife, or the intention to make a great repentance. The height and condition of the building also affect the interpretation of the dream. Jumping from a high and beautiful place may indicate a great success or spiritual elevation, while jumping from a ruined place may indicate a desire to escape troubles. In Sufism, jumping off a building is usually interpreted as the soul's detachment from worldly attachments, leaving the comfort zone and a leap for complete surrender to divine love. This is a brave step taken by the disciple to discipline his soul and reach the truth. Jumping symbolizes a leap of faith towards the unknown, trusting in Allah and leaving all control to Him. The fear felt while falling down may indicate the resistance of the soul or the anxiety of breaking away from worldly attachments. However, jumping with complete surrender can be interpreted as a spiritual liberation, the revelation of secrets, and a state of being filled with divine light. This dream is a message that the servant should progress on his spiritual journey, show courage, and trust Allah more. In Indian philosophy, jumping off a building is often associated with a major change, transformation, exit from a karmic cycle, or a radical end to an old way of life. This dream indicates that the person is taking a big risk in their life, leaving their comfort zone and taking a step into the unknown. Jumping can sometimes symbolize the effort to get rid of the ego, purify illusions, Maya, and reach their true self. The feelings felt after jumping affect the interpretation of the dream. Fear can indicate the person's anxiety about change. The lightness or freedom felt after jumping may indicate a successful change or relief. This dream is a message that the person should increase his self-confidence and take bold steps in his spiritual development. In ancient Egypt, high places often symbolized divine power, authority, and connection to the sky. Jumping off a building was often associated with some kind of fall, loss of status, taking a risk, or going against the divine plan. For the pharaohs, such dreams could be a warning that their authority would be shaken, they would be punished by the gods, or a rebellion would begin. For the common people, it could be interpreted as a sign of disaster, illness, or a personal decline. However, in some cases, jumping could also express a kind of purification or a desire to escape from an old situation. This dream encouraged the person to make offerings to the gods, perform rituals to protect against bad luck, and obey the rules of Ma'at, justice and order. In Western dream interpretations, jumping off a building is often associated with taking risks, courage, seeking freedom, wanting to escape a situation, or being on the verge of a big decision in life. From a Freudian perspective, jumping can sometimes be a reflection of repressed sexual desires or liberating tendencies. According to the Jungian approach, jumping can represent a person's dive into their own unconscious, a process of transformation, or the need to get out of their comfort zone. In modern psychology, this dream usually indicates that the person is about to make a significant change in their life, is preparing to take a step into the unknown, or is bored with their current situation. The fear of jumping indicates the person's anxiety about change. The lightness or freedom felt after jumping may indicate a successful change or relief. This dream is a message that the person should increase his self-confidence and take bold steps. Dear dream travelers, we have come to the end of our journey in this mysterious and deep world of dreams. As you can see, our dreams are not just a product of sleep, but also ancient messages whispered to us by our subconscious, our soul, and universal wisdom. Each dream can be a mirror we hold up to our inner world, a guide to face the challenges we face, or an invitation to discover our potential. Remember that these interpretations are wisdoms filtered from the accumulation of different cultures and beliefs, observed and interpreted for centuries. However, only God knows the most accurate and definitive interpretation. May your dreams guide you and help you find inner peace. See you on the next mysterious journey. Goodbye.